Yes, they do. It's looking more and more. Oh, what a shot by Hart.
50 there in midair. K1 killer pass to Alec Big. This is a great play, and they tie it up.
Pick down. Billy Bob controls, tries to blast one on net. Slurpee Snail unable to. Corner pocket, says Billy Bob.
The big boost pad. Will 6 now. Puts one on it. Get the sweep, and the 3 Rocketeers make the play. Hits off that top post. Beautiful demo in the net, and the shot's on. What a play right away by Alex.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, octanes and roadhogs. We've got a very special night tonight. It is the week 1 of the playoffs, and I am your host, Von Rabbit, and in the booth with me is none other than the legendary man himself, Golden Pickle. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good tonight, Vaughn. How you feeling?
I'm doing really good. I am super excited for tonight's matchups. On the agenda tonight, we have Spectres going against Vibe Clan first here in about 10 minutes or so. How do you feel about this matchup?
Oh, this one's going to be a tough one for sure. I think both teams have a great chance of coming away with this one with the win. You look at the acquisition that Massamune was able to make toward the end of the season with picking up Torek off of the waivers and being able to facilitate the role that Torek brings to that team, both defensively and offensively, is going to make them a threat to be reckoned with for sure. But then you still, on the other end, have the tried and true trio, Toaster Eagle and Squiddy D. I think that both teams are fully equipped and ready to go tonight. It's anybody's game.
Yes, I definitely do agree with you. This is definitely a very controversial game, as we have so many supporters for both of these teams. Everyone has loved the vibe that Vibe Clan has been bringing in. They are one of the teams that have actually been around the league since season 1. It's just gone through a couple of rebrandings. And then Spectres are a brand new team. This is their first season together, and especially as being Spectres under the leadership of Massamune as a first-time captain as well. And he has done a great job at making roster changes and adapting his team to different issues and concerns. So I do agree with you that picking up Torek is a very critical choice for him.
Absolutely. Especially true, too. The Spectres at the early stage of the season, they came out hot. They were number 1 in the division going into, I believe, around like week 4, week 5 in the Epic division. And then as the week seemingly went on, they just seemed to start finding their troubles as things just weren't clicking the way that they needed them to. And like you said, Massamune making the acquisitions needed to try to turn this team around and pull it back to a Phase A move. And he was able to do so in time to make the playoffs and get in there seemingly at will.
Yeah, absolutely. And Vibe Clan's done a great job sticking together. They've adapted their play style, and they have been at the top of their division almost all season long. Or actually, I do stand corrected there. Astro Gaming did hold it for a while, but Vibe Clan were able to adapt and overcome, and now sit at the top of their division. So great leadership being done here by Toaster, and I want to talk about some of the drama that we have seen from these two teams from the beginning. Vibe Clan in the draft traded their pick for Eagle, and that's how Doctors DW ended up on the Hammerheads, and we have Eagle on the Vibe Clan. What do you think of this trade from Vibe Clan?
I think that was at the time, I think a lot of people were surprised to see that trade, as, nobody really knows what to expect when you go into the draft. Nobody knows who's going to get traded for, what pick is going to go to what team, and for what. And to see somebody as exceptional as Eagle get traded in the draft was almost kind of legendary to see. And he was able to find himself a team that facilitates his role in his slot, and he just is able to work around these other two guys so efficiently. I think it was the best move Toaster could have made at that time.
Yeah, I definitely do agree with you. And they ended up filling up their cap space pretty decently as well. And these guys have started to mesh very well together. And we will see if they can keep that going on. Toaster and Squiddy have been longtime teammates. They were together as the Headhunters last season. So there is nothing new there. But with the Spectres, Masamune came in. He was picked 2 in the draft, and he acquired Butcher. And Butcher did a great job at being that player for the Spectres, that round 1 pick for the Spectres. But due to some scheduling issues and conflicts, Masamune felt there was a need for a change, and now they have ended up with Torque. And we have already mentioned Torque, but I want to talk here about Strive. Strive was the round 2 pick near the beginning of round 2. What do you think of that acquisition of Strive?
So I think with Strive, everybody got to see a little bit of what he was capable of last season. He was only able to play 9 matches and then had to bow out for the season due to unforeseen circumstances. And he was not able to fulfill his role for the full 30-game season. Now, coming into the next season, everybody knows kind of what Strive's abilities are, as when you're playing customs private matches with him, you get to see the look that he gives the team. And I think Masamune wanted to go back to that well and take another shot at Strive, and he has been phenomenal through this season. An absolute player to be reckoned with, somebody to watch out for. When you talk about the Spectres and you talk about the threat that they have, the top name that comes to my mind is Strive. Time and time again, he is the number 1 name that comes to my head.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. And it really goes to show just how great of a player he is, because he did appear, or was slated to appear, in the All-Stars. He was a top 9 player in the entire league. So it really does show how underrated Strive was going into this season, and how phenomenal of a player we now see him to be.
Absolutely. And then you go forward and you look at the captain and the leadership from Masamune here, right? And just everything that he has pulled together now. And you think about what he's able to facilitate on the field. We've already talked about what he's done for the team, but what does he do for the aspect on the field? And as a facilitator for this team, he is second to none, and he is exactly what that team needs time in and time out on the field, as when they need a dedicated play or somebody to have that patient look, Masamune is there to make sure that follow-up is had.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. Masamune definitely has his mind in the game. He thinks very deep about every decision that he makes. He is he controls the ball so well, but he also thinks about his players and will they mesh well. And we can see here that they are. And in the 2 weeks that they have picked up Torque, they have done exceptionally well. They have been a threat. Torque was able to sweep his old team, the Gold Diggers, in that revenge matchup. I believe it was in week 9. So a phenomenal performance there by Torque, who set up, I think, a record amount of goals for himself.
Yeah, I believe so as well. And also true too, talking about the ability to take these sweeps and move through the end of the season, I will tell you that made looking at the playoffs for other teams, very scary, because I know from the Speed Demons point of view, we were looking at the Spectres team and we were saying they have the full capability to knock us out, especially when we were going up against the Kings in week 10, and they had an opportunity to essentially hold us to a point where it was going to come down to the Gold Diggers needing to get a sweep on the Spectres to keep them out of the playoffs and us in it. And it added this competitive aspect to the game, I think, for both teams that just really amplified teams to their best performances.
Yeah, 100%. And we've spoken a lot here about Masamune, Strive, and Torque. Let's move on to the Vibe Clan. Again, we have Toaster. We didn't talk much about him. How do you feel about his decision making as a coach here, or as a team captain?
What can be said about Toaster is a long list of great things, as he has done phenomenally in this season, not just through the draft with his acquisition of Eagle and his ability to facilitate that trade, but also with his play style going through the season here. He has been reliable, dedicated, and resourceful through every match, every contest that they are able to go through. And he has been both on the offensive and defensive end of the pitch, somebody that you can rely on every single time the ball is near him.
Yeah, that is very true. Toaster has been in a lot of the private matches he plays almost daily, and he's been able to help players develop and grow, think about decision making in their play style. He was helping me today a little bit, actually, myself. And he's just one of those players that is just so intelligent about the game and how to really maneuver the ball in probably less mechanical ways that catches other teams off guard. And I mean that as a compliment, that he's got his head on his shoulders and he thinks very hard about his decisions. So these two teams going head to head tonight is going to be really exciting. Who do you think is going to be taking the dub here tonight?
Looking at these two teams, like I said at the beginning of the stream, this could be anybody's game, but I think what it's going to come down to is it's going to come down to Vibe Clan over the Spectres. I'm going to take Vibe Clan in 4 tonight, Vaughn.
Okay, that's a big gamble, and right now we are looking at the predictions going more in the Spectres' favor at the moment, and I think I'm going to agree. I've seen the performance here, especially coming from Strive in Toric, but Masamune blends very well in with this team, so I think I'll be going with the Spectres tonight. And I think I'm going to go at game 4 for them as well. I think it's going to be a very it's going to be a tough matchup. I think we're going to see some low scoring games, though. I don't think we're going to see higher than 4 or 5 goals a game.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out.
Absolutely. We're still 2 minutes away before we have kickoff. We do know that these players are going to be ready to go at the minute that it hits 9:15. Oh boy. Who do you think is going to score the first goal?
Oof. The first goal, I'm going to make a bold prediction here. One that I don't think many people make as a first goal option. I'm going to put it on Squiddy D to get the first Brone goal of the game, but I think the first goal itself is going to be scored by Strive.
I think that's a really interesting prediction, especially with the Squiddy D making an own goal. Did not anticipate that, but I do think I could agree that either it's going to be Strive or Torque making the first goal, and that's it's going to be. I think it's going to be probably about a minute or so in before we see a first goal as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I think what it comes down to at this point is the different play style of these two teams, because the Spectres seem, I think they're a little more fast paced, but whereas you look at Vibe Clan, they're a little slower, a little more calculated. If you look at the goal totals throughout the season, Vibe Clan was able to get to where they are in the season, and they never had to score 80 goals this season to get here. Their defense has just been so phenomenal. The high power defense that they provide to this game is going to give them the edge for sure, in my opinion. And I don't even know if that Brone goal is going to happen, but I got to throw one in there, and I just got to give it to somebody, and I'm going to give it to my boy Squid.
Yeah. And I'm getting a little bit of communication from some of the teams, so give me just a second. And I believe we are getting a request for a lobby reset. Okay, all right. We're going to be fine, actually.
All right.
All right, and we are at 8:15. We are waiting on one more team here to join the infamous Vibe Clan. They seem to be jamming at the moment, so maybe they are caught up into music.
What do you think they're bumping right now, Vaughn?
I believe they are listening to "Man, I Feel Like a Woman" by Shania Twain.
Man, that is a great song to listen to going into this matchup. It's going to get them all hopped up, full of testosterone, and ready to go, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and I think Vibe Clan is just behind Spectres here. This is going to be one truly exciting matchup. You guys got to get your friends in here because this is going to be a nail biter. You're going to study these replays tonight, and you're going to be like, wow, I want to play just like these guys.
Vaughn, I got another hot take for you. Do you think we see a flip reset goal in this matchup? I know there are a couple of players in this matchup that are capable of doing such a feat. Do you think we get one?
Fat chance. But oh my goodness, I think we might see one in the Hammerheads versus Clarity United matchup that's slated to be showing up after this matchup.
Well, that one's almost a gimme, my friend.
That one is almost a gimme. All right, we are going to transition over. We got players hitting the field. Oh my goodness. Long anticipation, and I am excited for this.
And it looks like a neutral face-off here as nobody's come away with it. And Eagle able to push it forward into Torek with a nice 50. Ball going mid. Torek staying on. Squiddy D taking it into the corner. Up off the ceiling. Gets... Oh! And a banger! Blocked by Eagle. Great save. Sending it wide.
Yeah, unfortunate. Couldn't get the touch here. Torek following into the corner. Eagle does apply early and good pressure in his Honda Civic. VTech kicked in and was able to get to that ball quickly. Torek up in the air, tries to get a shot opportunity, but it ends up going away from the goal, not in favor for them.
Oh, and a beautiful demo by Toaster, opening up an offensive chance for Vibe Clan, but it does not seem they can capitalize on the power play opportunity.
Not at all. Strive gets a touch, but it doesn't go in his favor. Masamune there to be there at the front post, collects it, bounces it off the wall. Torek up in the air, and Strive is there to keep the reach out of Toaster's hands. Now, it seems that Masamune and the Spectres do have control here. What do you think?
I think they do, but I think this control is a little deceptive because this could turn at any moment as the ball is playing primarily at midfield. Only a couple of chances, and as we see, Squiddy D with an opportunity, but we have a triple commit here. Let's see if it hurts them or helps them.
Interestingly, it does not seem to be doing much for anyone here. Strive now is trying to follow up the ball, but Eagle is a very quick player and gets the ball out of reach. Toaster can't get the touch, so it's up to Squiddy D to clear it out, and he does. It's into the corner. Toaster in for a shot, but does not take it as all of the Spectres were at the goal waiting for it.
They certainly were. Great defensive patience by the team. Masamune goes up on the backboard there trying to make the save, but he's not able to get the contact with it. Torek able to collect it and send it out.
And a great clear out here from Toaster. Great shot opportunity from Eagle, but a better save from Strive. Follows through, power sliding his way around that corner like he's Tokyo drifting.
He certainly is. And here we go. Toaster off to the side. Eagle dunking it down in the 50, keeping it in the corner. Torek sending it out. Squiddy D collecting. Can he maintain the collection he has found as he is 50'd back to the other corner?
Masamune does hit it up into the ceiling of the corner. We are at 0 goals for both teams. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. My prediction went out the window, and these guys are being very patient and are holding onto this ball in a very controlling manner.
They certainly are. Still waiting for our first goal or Brone goal here of the series. Waiting to see who is able to come away with either one, as Toaster gets a nice touch off the wall, collected by Masamune. He's still on, as Eagle sends it off the wall. Is Squiddy D there to follow it up? No, as Torek and Strive send it back.
Squiddy now is trying to collect, gets a good clear to the middle of the field. Toaster's got a shot opportunity. It's in the far post. No one can get it. Toaster has scored the first goal of the game with 1:35 left on the clock off a great assist from Squiddy D.
First goal of the game, first goal of this series, first goal of the Season 5 QRLS Playoffs. We've got Rocket League, folks.
Torek and Squiddy D meet up at the kickoff. Torek now has a good shot opportunity, gets the wheels on it, catches a little bit of Toaster off guard, but does get control. Torek low on boost, sticks to the backboard, but Eagle slots it in right between them. What a great shot.
Great shot indeed, as Eagle was able to follow up Torek's wall pinch. Unfortunately, Torek just did not have enough boost to follow it out off the wall, almost leaving that top left corner open for Eagle to cherry pick.
Now we got Toaster and Masamune meeting up at the kickoff. Eagle gets a good clear to the corner. Torek gets a good clear back out to the midfield and is met by Toaster, who just sends it back to sender straight into the goal.
He absolutely does. Talking about Toaster earlier, we talk about his ability to facilitate on the field and being where you need him to be when you need him to be, and there it is, as evidence in speaking. He sends another one to the back of the net.
What do you think the Spectres need to do here to be able to start scoring some goals on the Vibe Clan, who are just starting to run away with this game?
I think the Spectres are a little caught off guard here at this point with the 3 quick goals that Vibe Clan was able to put up. They had a nice competitive approach at the beginning of the match. I think they need to get back to that competitive, speedy style that they were trying to play at first. And if they can do so and they can capitalize on their rotations, they'll be just fine.
Absolutely. I do agree with you here. Eagle does get a shot opportunity, but Strive responds, almost gets a shot opportunity himself, but Torek is there to send it back to Strive, but it goes wide, hits the corner. Beautiful demo here by Torek on Toaster, and Squiddy D now sends it up the corner again. Strive has a good opportunity here, but Eagle saves it again.
Absolutely. This is a stonewall defense. And this is what I was talking about when I was talking about this Vibe Clan team. If you look at their stats throughout the season and their performances, as Strive is able to slot one past as I'm complimenting the D, sending this game to 3-1 with 8 seconds left, and Strive might not have gotten the first goal in the series, but he certainly got the first goal for the Spectres here in this Game 1 performance.
That was a long defensive play, and they really did show up on the D here. Strive and Masamune trying to just get one more shot in before the clock ticks down, as this does become a Game 1 win here for the Vibe Clan.
Game 1 win indeed. Vibe Clan showing up for the first match of the series. Looked a little touch and go at the beginning by both teams as they seemed to be feeling each other out, but then once Vibe Clan caught their vibe, they never looked back.
They absolutely did not. A great performance here. How do you think the Spectres are going to be responding here?
I think they're going to come out in this next game and they are going to be just fine. I don't think there's anything to panic about yet. It's still early in the series, and a win here in this next game just brings it back to a 1-1.
And I do believe we are seeing a possible request for... Yes, we do have a request for the reset. So we are going to close out this lobby and bring it back here in a moment. But great games here. These guys have definitely kept us on our edge of our seats. I'm really.
If I could just make a request in the chat, can I get your best slurp in chat?
We have a response from the chat here.
Not yet. If they put it in, I'll do it. All right, back to the action, baby.
And we appreciate Sir Bro Dude for subscribing. We love the support that we get from our community and our team captain of the Speed Demons and your captain, Golden Pickle.
Oh. But yeah, he is certainly my captain. My captain. I keep trying to take it away from him, and I just want to look at him and go, look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now. But he will not relinquish, and that's okay. We're having a great season. We're having a great time. Having a lot of fun out there on the field.
Absolutely. And I'm informing the players that the lobby is up, so we're going to wait for them to rejoin. We do have a Game 1 win here for Vibe Clan, and they are looking on peak performance. But what do you think of the game so far?
Oh, I think this has been some great back and forth action so far. I know we didn't see a lot of offense coming out of the Spectres in Game 1. I fully anticipate them to be able to facilitate some better offensive pressure in Game 2 here, as they are not going to let that Game 1 victory just sit.
Absolutely. Transitioning over, we do have a kickoff, and Toaster has scored their first goal of the matchup.
First goal again, and that's 3 for him so far in this series. The captain of Vibe Clan is certainly putting it down and showing why they are here in this match tonight.
Absolutely. Eagle and Strive meet at the kickoff. This goes into favor for the Vibe Clan, but Masamin beats them to the ball. Toaster clears it to the center. This might be a goal. No, it does not come to anything, but Torek is there to set it. Maybe another one. Dunks the shot. Masamune follows through, gets another opportunity.
This is some captain-on-captain violence here, as we're seeing the captains both getting the first goal for their team in Game 2, trying to propel their team to a victory in this series.
What a great shot here. Masamune reading the play, saw a light touch, got it back on in. Eagle gets a dunk opportunity on Strive and also on Masamune, I believe, and scores a goal. This is a very quick scoring game. 2 goals in for Vibe Clan, 1 goal in for Spectres.
24 seconds in. Great opportunity there for Eagle to be able to follow that up, and great dedication to stay on the play and seal the deal.
Yeah, Toaster gets it up the wall. Torek's about to get control of this. Squiddy D doesn't know what to do with it, so it does go into Spectre's hands. Strive does see a shot opportunity, or Masamune gets a great shot off a beautiful bump.
Baby. Man, these captains are out here and they are being ruthless tonight. That's 2 goals now for Masamune in this game. He's just trying to keep pace with Toaster out here, and I think the competitive nature of these 2 teams is going to truly show coming down the stretch.
100%. All right, Toaster clears it out to the side. Strive can't get the shot, but Strive gets a beautiful demo on Eagle. Strive tries to clear it out, but is met by Squiddy D.
And we got a nice 50 here from Squiddy D. Sending it mid. Looks like an opportunity as Strive was able to put it right into Eagle. Lucky he sent that a little high. Good slow play coming out of the mid as Eagle's redirecting it back into the corner for Toaster to send it downfield.
Strive gets up the wall, tries to get on the defensive end, but Torek demos the shot taker, Squiddy D, and ends up taking one himself, but is saved yet again by Squiddy D.
Absolutely. And you know what I think I'm seeing here, Vaughn, is I feel like the players are getting a little more comfortable. They seem to be spreading out a little bit more on the field and giving each other a little bit more space as they're trying to come through, give them the opportunity to facilitate some of these nice setup plays. Especially on the Spectre side, because noticing toward the quick goals that were scored in the last game, it seemed like they were all kind of up toward the mid when a couple of them got put into the back of the net.
Very interesting take and a very informative. Thank you. I do agree with you here. Masamune gets a shot opportunity, but is saved out by Toaster. Or, no, Strive got a demo on Toaster, so that was a save there by Eagle. Eagle gets another save here. Not credited with one, but does keep the ball from going to the center.
As Squiddy D is collecting in the mid, trying to put it over Toric, he could not. Masamune just not able to get the redirecting touch. Out of the corner, Strive with the hit to the corner. Does Masamune have the shot? Oh, and it's sent on a 50 back to the corner.
Unfortunate. Toaster now is met up with Toric on a 50. Toric gets bumped by Strive to give him a speed boost to clear that ball away from the goal. He's low on boost. They're a little bit in a panic mode here. Do you think they do lose a goal here?
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
Do you... Well, sorry. It looks like that the Spectres are in a bit of a panic mode. Do you think that they are going to suffer a goal here?
I don't know. It looks like calculated panic to me, as they're still rotating effectively. They're not double committing out of the defensive end. They're staying front post, back post, mid search the whole time as they come through, and I think it's going to facilitate a nice clear for them here.
I noticed that Strive got a great bump there on Eagle, who was not able to get a double tap because of that bump. So great play there by Strive. Toric gets a good demo. Squiddy D is clearing it to their own goal. This might set it up for Strive, and no, it does not. It ends up clearing out and gets into the hands of the Vibe Clan.
Vaughn, I thought we were getting our Brone goal right there. I was looking a little excited to get my prediction right, but they were able to facilitate a great defensive effort.
Toric was not able to get the touch into the goal there, but does set up some more opportunities here. Masamune's trying to hold Vibe Clan to the corner, as the ball has not really left that side of the field since.
It has not, and now this is where the pressure switches, and they got a nice little shot on. Squiddy D, patient, out of the net, booms it downfield for Eagle to try to redirect, just overstretches himself on the reach. What can Strive do here? Quick roll to the left as they collect, and Vibe Clan brings it back down to the offensive.
Toric takes the shot, takes the hit, clears it out to the midfield. Now it's in the corner, dodges a demo. Strive gets a save. Toric now sending it back into the corner again. Masamune meets it with the 50. This is going in the Vibe Clan's favor. Strive gets a good clear, but it is still coming back onto their offensive pressure. 3 seconds down. Ball's landing in front. Masamune gets a critical save. Eagle trying to set up another opportunity here, and ball finally touches the ground.
And as the players wipe the sweat from their foreheads and dry their hands, needing that overtime stop, we got free Rocket League, folks.
We love free Rocket League here. Masamune gets to the corner here, sets it up onto the backboard. Strive can't get the touch quite in position, and no one's there to take the shot, and no one's there at back of the net. And so Toaster might have an opportunity here, but Toric is able to respond quickly.
Absolutely, and the way that this match is going, it's starting to look like we could have a pretty lengthy overtime, as both teams are just not relenting on the defense, and neither team is able to capitalize on offense, even with just simple mistakes off of rotational errors.
Yeah, and I believe that 3, if not all goals, were scored in the first minute of the game, so this game really slowed down, and we are seeing a long goal drought here.
Absolutely, and that is the one that might do it. Oh, and Strive with the shot, giving them the 1-1 series tie here, as Strive is able to solidify the lead 3-2, 1:06 into some free Rocket League. This is some great viewing.
What a beautiful shot there. Great shot placement from Strive to the far post, out of everybody's reach. What a performance here from the Spectres.
Great performance indeed. They are putting it down on both ends of this field here. The Spectres and Vibe Clan showed all of their metal through that one. Both teams seemed essentially evenly matched throughout the whole contest. Going into game 3, this really is anybody's game, anybody's series at this point. Both teams look phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I think we might be going to game 5 here because these teams are just so neck and neck, going into overtime and barely able to scrape by there. These teams are just so neck and neck.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tight for sure. Very excited to see how far this series takes us and how far these teams take us. You know both teams want it. You know both teams are ready. When you talk to them, they've been looking forward to these matchups all week. They're hungry.
They really are. Oh my goodness. So we are 1-1. This is a best of 5 series for the playoffs. We do have a 5-game matchup here. So we are likely going to be here for a little while. Now Strive and Squiddy D meet up in the kickoff. Torek off the ceiling, can't follow through with the ball, but Masamune's there to lend a helping hand. Strive can't meet up with the ball, and this is going into Toaster's hands now.
Coming through the corner, Toaster, is he going to be able to capitalize again to help his team get the first goal of the match? It would be 3 straight games if he's able to put one in here, as Spectres' defense is picking up exactly where it left off in the last match, not showing any sign of weakness, cracks, breaks, or flaws.
Absolutely. Strive gets a good aerial touch here, but it is met by Eagle, who is following this up through the corner with the VTech system, giving him a great boost here, just so speedily to the ball.
And here it is as it's coming through. Great defensive effort by Eagle to not give up that goal by Masamune. Masamune is so lethal in those 1v1 matchups, as he is traditionally a one main, so you know he's able to, as Strive is able to bang the double tap, giving the Spectres their first official starting lead of the series.
What a great shot here from Strive. A beautiful double touch right off the backboard, right at the front post, just reads it like a book and sends it right on in. What a great play here from the Spectres and Strive.
It's a great play indeed, as Vibe Clan is now back on the offensive. You know they're not going to let that one slide easily, and they're not ready to give up here in this matchup. They're going to be looking to do everything they can to put one back on Vibe Clan here.
Yeah, Strive has set up a good opportunity here. Couldn't meet the ball as he fell down from the wall, but was able to still facilitate some great opportunities here. Masamune can't get the goal in. Strive meets up Toaster in the air. Might have a shot opportunity, but it is Squiddy D who clears it out.
And as he clears it out, Eagle just booms it, and Strive is just all over the field right now. He is on every play as Toaster sends one down, with Torek collecting with a beautiful demo by Toaster. We have a power play here. Let's see if there's any capitalizing. There is not, as it's looking dangerous, as Toaster's able to bump Strive out and make a great save on Torek coming in.
Torek did read that play very well, but it was Toaster, I believe, who did get a brilliant save and just sent that ball straight to the center. Now it is Torek trying to make another save. Almost gets our first serve own goal of the night as it hits the back post.
First serve own goal indeed. It would be very unfortunate to see either one of these teams let up a goal to such folly, as they are just playing so brilliantly on both ends of the pitch. I'm almost hoping we don't see one tonight at this point, as it would almost take away from their performance.
These players are performing so well. I highly doubt we do, but would be part of the tradition of the QRLS if we did.
Absolutely. A tradition we hold near and dear to our hearts, as Masamune bangs one on the other end of the field. Toaster collecting with a beautiful demo on Strive, eliminating his ability to take that easy shot, which would have been on an empty net if Toaster had not been there. And this ball is becoming boomer ball back and forth as both teams are looking. Masamune sends it a little high. Strive finishing it off.
Strive is all over the field here tonight. Missed opportunity here from Masamune where it just went a little high, hit the crossbar, but Strive was there in great placement to be able to, or great position to send that ball into perfect placement and dead center of the goal.
Absolutely. And this is looking like the Spectres have found their routine. They found their rhythm. They found their Strive, so to speak, as he is just giving them what they need every step of the way.
Absolutely. Now Masamune's trying to catch this ball, but it's going to be Strive who's going to follow up next. No one's in net. Toaster gets the shot. First win for Vibe Clan. Minute 15 left on the clock. Is it too late?
It's never too late. This is Rocket League. You could be down by 3, and all it takes is a couple of good offensive face-off wins, and you are back in this thing. And that is Toaster's 3rd straight game, starting off the goal scoring for Vibe here. Let's see if they can follow up on the coattails of their captain and pull together a goal to tie this game.
Absolutely. And it is Eagle who follows in between both of the Spectres players and gets the goal right over Masamune.
Fly, Eagle, fly, and I guess you could say that might leave them a little sore as he's able to spread his wings and slap a goal into the net.
Absolutely.
And we got an opportunity here by Torek on the double tap. Masamune, great 50 opportunity, I believe by Squiddy D and Masa. I did not see the Vibe Clan name. But we have an opportunity here as Toaster is going to challenge Masamune. Off the wall, Strive, aggressive as always, coming down.
Eagle gets a good shot opportunity here. Torek does bump Eagle away from the ball so he cannot air dribble this in. It is Squiddy D who passes it out to Toaster. Strive tries to clear it, but Toaster's also in another great position to keep a save going. Squiddy D hits the backboard, hits it to Eagle, and Toaster follows through, gets the shot underneath Torek. Beautiful placement.
Wow, wow, wow. This has been a match for the ages indeed. And at this point, you asked if it was too late a minute and 15 seconds ago, and they've put up 3 goals in that time. And at this point, with 11 seconds left on the clock, I still can't say it's too late for the Spectres to come back and tie this 3-3.
Absolutely. Toaster tries to set up another opportunity here. Spectres, Masamune tries to clear it out, but doesn't get enough power. This might be an opportunity here, but it is Torek who gets demoed. Strive and Masamune meet at the kickoff, or the hit, and Squiddy D plants this down.
That demo might have been the one that saved that match from going into overtime there, as if Torek was able to come out of that corner, would have left a threat of somebody being able to bump people out of net, maybe making it harder to make that save. So that was a great demo at the end to solidify that win and make a calculated defensive effort to push that ball away.
Yes, absolutely. What a great performance here. These guys showing up so well. What do you think the Spectres are going to have to do to be able to respond, as they now have to make sure that Vibe Clan cannot win one more game?
When I look at this Spectres team, they have everything in them to win this next match, Vaughn. I don't think there's anything that I can think of that they need to do better, because any error that they were making through game 1, they have seemingly fixed. At this point, it is just coming down to who is getting the opportunities and who is getting the chances to slot these goals into the back of the net to propel their teams forward. And it's going to be either team at this point. Spectres could win the next one 3-2, the same Vibe Clan just did this one.
Yeah, you're right. These teams are very even, and the performance is very even as well. So it's going to be a very close matchup here. In game 4, Vibe Clan does have the opportunity to take the entire series here, or Spectres can bring us to a game 5 if they get a win. Torek clears it out to the middle of the field. Now it's going to the corner. Might have another opportunity, but doesn't get the flip opportunity. It is Masamune who dunks all of the Vibe Clan.
Wow. I keep saying it, and I keep saying it, and I keep saying it. These captains are here tonight. They are playing their hearts out, and they are putting everything on the line. These teams are putting everything on the line. All of these players are. I'm loving the performances from the team leaders, showing their team, we're here, we're ready to play. Let me show you this dedication.
Masamune gets it over Toaster, but Squiddy D is able to set up a good pass here for Toaster, but can't get the shot. Squiddy D also can't get the shot. Strive trying to clear this out. Toric gets a good one. Squiddy D missing again, seeing some nervous plays here, but Spectres are being very quick and very methodical.
Woo! That was a close one there. Good opportunity by Masamune, putting that off the post to send it back out of harm's way, almost putting it in harm's way in the same, and a great save by Masamune there, just absolutely stonewalling the offense of this Vibe clan. And a great demo by Strive. We have a power play. Opportunity is there. It is live. Do we see another one?
It's going to be close. Strive and Masamune meet at the corner of the goal. Almost pinched this out, but it is going to be Toric who clears it with the aid of Squiddy D. Toaster trying to clear it out once more. Toric sends it down, trying to set up an opportunity here for Masamune on a quick cherry pick, but does not come to much more. Toric might have good opportunity here, and it is in.
Absolutely. That was a very opportune play for Toric there with the pass from Masamune, sending it mid. They just weren't quick enough back on their defensive rotation, leaving the net a little bit open as Toric was able to slot one home.
Yeah, Toric is a very speedy player, and he is a very masterful with the ball, as all of the Spectres players are themselves. Toric gets dunked out by Eagle. Eagle with the slight redirect keeps it from being saved. Beautiful shot.
Great redirect on a shot by Squid. So I guess now we call that a pass. Calculated pass at that. And the Dueling Dragons coming out with the pink and blue. Looks pretty on the field, if you ask me.
Absolutely. Vibe Clan responded quick and fast, and they are taking this match to a... They want to take this match to a game 4 and no more. Strive clears it to the corner. This might be an opportunity here for Masamune, and it is, as no one was there quick enough to save the ball.
Wow. And here we are again with the Spectres putting another one home, making this a 3-1 game lead. I'm curious here, as these teams are so tightly contested, to see which one is able to come away with this one, but it's looking beneficial to the Spectres at this time, as they are seemingly just doing ever so little more.
Masamune clears it to the midfield. Toaster might be able to beat him to the ball, and does. But it is not coming to much more favor here for the Spectres. Eagles trying to clear it out. Masamune gets a touch to the midfield. Toaster gets a good opportunity, hits the backboard. Masamune clears it out. Only Squiddy D back to respond. It is in the corner. Oh my goodness, these guys have me going out of breath.
Absolutely. There's so much action happening on the field, you almost can't keep up with it at any given time. And here we go. The Spectres are back again with the offensive pressure, and Eagle with a great hit to clear it out. Masamune, great touch to throw off the loop, but Eagle just keeping it going forward.
Toaster trying to set up an opportunity here. Gets a bump on Toric, but no one's there to follow through. Squiddy D and Toric fighting for control of this ball. It is Squiddy D that ends up prevailing here. Gets a good opportunity here, but Eagle saves this opportunity from Toric. Toric trying to set up a pass here. No one's there to take, as Squiddy D does end up being a being the one to clear it out. Toaster with a wide open goal off a demo on Strive.
Great cleanup by Toaster there to put that one on net. Those are the hardest shots to hit here in Rocket League. When you have an open net, everything that can go wrong will. And he did not let it.
I would ask for all 3 players to be in a goal any day instead of an open net, because I can't hit those for the life of me. Strive trying to get a good opportunity. Toric actually is the one who clears this out. Squiddy D gets it over Strive. Only Masamune there left to respond. Masamune quick into the air, and it is saved out by Strive from a shot by Toaster.
This is looking like it's going to come down to the wire here. And a great bump. Can Toric put it in? And he does with the backwards goal. Oh, man, 4-2. Just when you think Vibe Clan was coming back in this one, Spectre said, hold on, wait a minute. let's add one more.
The quick precision done by Torek here. He gets the bump, maybe intentional, maybe not, but it happened, and Eagle was out of play for that. And Torek recognized quickly that he was in a great spot to be able to do a backflip goal straight into the net. And now they have a 2-goal lead, trying to make this a third one, but no one's there to respond.
Nobody at all, and Eagle's able to push it forward with a redirect by Strive, sending that thing seemingly 100 miles an hour back into his corner, with Squiddy D up, 50ing it off, waiting for a touch here. Masamune booming it deep. Off the back wall comes Squiddy D, clearing it into the corner, and it's back on net.
Masamune tries to get an opportunity here, but it is Toaster that is there to save and clears this out. Eagle gets a good opportunity himself, but it is Strive who clears it. Toaster gets it over Strive. Now he can't get it past Masamune, so he's going to take this, and we have a Rule 1 on the field. This appears to be Strive and Squiddy D.
That's a great Rule 1 to have. Taking away Strive takes away the X factor for the Spectres. That is a tough loss to come back from, but it looks like here we are going to have a Spectres win, tying the series 2-2. We were both wrong, Vaughn. We're getting Game 5 in this one. This is a great way to kick off this playoff series. I'm loving what I'm seeing here.
I am not complaining one bit. These guys are so neck and neck. Spectres just had the offensive pressure, and they were getting very aggressive out here on the field, getting some more bumps and demos in, which really allowed, I believe, 2 of their goals to go in.
Absolutely. And you're looking at this next series, with each series being so tightly contested, you got to expect that Game 5 is going to be the same. And I've said it once, I've said it twice, I've said it thrice. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm not going to lie. That was great. It just left my brain immediately.
I have been there, but I do agree.
Just remembered, it could be anybody's game, baby.
This is some phenomenal action. We are at Game 5, and oh my goodness, I am still rooting here for the Epic Division representative of the Spectres, and oh my goodness, what great game here. And we do have our game starting up now.
And as we wait for the face-off, who do you think's winning this face-off on?
I believe this face-off is going to go into the favor of Eagle.
And that was very wrong right off the rip. Strive sending it back down. Squiddy D pushing it up into the corner. We already have an opportunity for some great offensive pressure by the Spectres here. 11 seconds into the match. They're maintaining on rotation very appropriately as Squid is able to send it to the alternating corner. And a great 50 there. Pinching it all the way down to the other end. Toaster's got the shot. Oh, just kidding. It was Eagle.
Squiddy D is the one going back to defend. Torek has an opportunity here that is set by Strive, but can't get the touch. So Strive tries to clear this out, but ends up going into the hands of Squiddy D, but this doesn't buy enough time for the remaining Spectre players to get to the back. Now it's Torek who is going to try and 50 this out from Toaster, but is met by Toaster in the clear.
Great rotations by both teams thus far in this matchup, as they're not letting anything easy up in these games. Even in this match so far, 1 minute and 10 seconds in, as they are both just working around the ball, working around each other so effectively. A great bump there, sending Eagle skyward. He left his wings at home. Took him a little while to get back down there.
It truly did. Masamune clears this up to the side, finger blasting his boost around the corner, trying to save as much as he can. Masamune and Torek go for the save. These players are getting nervous, but they are playing at a phenomenal level.
Got a little bit of an overcommit here as... Wait! And it pays off! I was getting nervous as Vibe Clan looked like they were pressing up a little too far. One good clear could have sent this the other way, as they were able to facilitate around the Spectres entirely, missing their whole team on passes and shots.
What a fantastic play here. Now we have Strive sends this out to Toric. Toric goes up into the air trying to get around Toaster, but Toaster gets the 50 in the air, and Strive tries to set this up for a good opportunity. Eagle can't get the touch. This might be a goal here for the Spectres, but no shot. So it is going into Vibe Clan's control.
As Squiddy D is able to rotate it around on the wall, Strive, great opportunity, the flick! Eagle, great save. It's still right there, though. Nobody's able to put it home as Vibe Clan sends it away again.
Whenever the ball starts falling slowly down in front of your net, it makes you get your knees weak, arms are heavy, and here in the last matchup, there could be vomit on some of their sweaters already.
Oh no. But I guess if you're gonna go on that route, they need to sing for the moment, try to seize it and hold it. As Squiddy D gets his first goal of the series, putting one in here, giving Vibe Clan a 2-0 lead.
What a dunk here from Squiddy D. This does not look good for the Spectres. We still have 2 minutes left. That is 1 minute and 5 seconds for a goal to happen to just tie it for the Spectres. Masamune does get a good shot opportunity from Strive and can't get it back into the net, as it is Squiddy D with a wonderful save.
Wow, wow, wow. Indeed, both teams are playing so well. Toric had the redirect to send it on net, and Eagle read him, blocking it, making the save from the mid, preventing a goal. As Toaster is able to get it out, Strive with a great 50 to send it to Masamune on the wall. He's up. He's going for it. It's going center. As Vibe Clan is just defensive in every aspect they can be, and with a shot on by Eagle from the clear from the other end of the field, coming back to the other way. I believe that was a self-pass.
It might have been. I do apologize. I was muted for a moment. But a great shot here from Eagle. And it looks like we are going to be having Masamune and Squiddy D meet up on the kickoff. Strive there to cheat and does not seem to be able to collect the ball. But Eagle is there. Masamune clears it up high. Masamune does get another touch. Might be able to get a double tap here, but it is Toric who ends up sending this shot wide. Strive trying to clear it to the side. Toaster gets a good opportunity. Players committing all over the field. Spectres are panicking.
They are indeed, and I think I would be too. In a Game 5, looking at being eliminated from the season here after making it so far after such a long 10-week season. This is a tough spot to be in, Vaughn.
It really is, but the Spectres have done a phenomenal job here at being a brand new team to the league and bringing in a new player to the mix in the last week. Masamune with a beautiful shot off a great assist from Strive. What a beautiful play. This really caught the Vibe Clan off guard.
It certainly did. So are you telling me there's a chance?
There is a chance. 5 seconds to goal. They can take this series. And Masamune doing a great job at being able to set that possibility up, but it is Eagle who sends this flying high as he is. Masamune tries to get a good opportunity. This seems to be over. It is Vibe Clan who will be advancing in the playoffs, and the Spectres end up with a loss here in Game 5.
They wanted one more for good measure, just could not get it off the wall. Hand it to both of these teams. That was some great Rocket League to watch. Really happy to have been able to commentate on this series. Very much so looking forward to the next one. That is up in literally 1 minute.
Wow. We will be back very quickly here for our next matchup of Clarity United versus Hammerheads. So please stick around as we are going to restart the stream here in a moment.